Wow, stories.
Am I an idiot for telling my wife's best friend to stop telling our kid he's their uncle? My wife and I have a 3-year-old Tommy. My wife has a friend named Stevie. She's known him since high school and they are very good friends. I have 3 brothers. My wife has 1 sister. Stevie means well, but he's never been good with boundaries. He lives nearby, so sometimes we'll pop in unannounced. Before anyone insinuates anything, he's gay. There's nothing romantic between them. Most of the time, he's all right around Tommy, but something that really grinds my gears is that lately he's been calling himself Uncle Stevie to Tommy and uses that word all the time. We are trying to teach Tommy what words mean in family relationships. Since he has 3 bio-uncles plus my Sill's husband as an uncle, I've asked him to stop that so he learns what uncle means. My wife agrees and has asked him to stop many times, including a pretty intense argument about it, probably more about his undermining her, us, than the word, but she hates it too. He'll say okay and go right back to it. I don't care if he wants a nickname, but we are trying to teach our kid vocabulary and it's confusing him. My wife agrees and has asked him to stop repeatedly, but when he doesn't listen, she just says whatever. Then the next time he'll come over, the whole thing starts again. Yesterday he came over unannounced again and did the same thing and we kinda got into it. My wife says I'm overreacting and even though it bothers her too, maybe I should just get over it. Maybe she's right, but it really annoys me, admittedly more than it probably should. Am I just being an AH here? Lots of people are commenting about how common it is to call family friends uncle, aunt. I have no problem if other people want to do that for their families. My wife and I grew up where we only used those terms for actual family members, and we have chosen that's how we want to raise our kid. I have nothing against how other people choose to raise theirs, but this is a decision we've made together. Not an idiot. I guess I'm not understanding your reasoning for not wanting him to call Stevie uncle. Maybe it's because I have aunts that I have always called aunts, but they were really my mom's close friend and one of her cousins. When I got a bit older, I was told the real relationship, and I was like, oh, okay, and proceeded to call them Aunt LOL. Family doesn't have to be biological. Not an idiot. You know, it's super common for friends of a parent to be called aunt and uncle, right? I have so many non-blood-related aunts and uncles. It's just a way to signify important adults to a child. That being said, I guess you're fine since you and your wife are on the same page, even if I think that page is written wrong. Are the parents being weird? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I an idiot for refusing to have my future stepdaughter as my bridesmaid? I, female 36, am getting married to G, male 40. Our wedding is coming up in 9 months. We have been dating for 24 months, and I'm having 6 bridesmaids, my friends and my sister. However, when I told G and my future stepdaughter, female 16, I have known my future stepdaughter for 18 months, but we have never really got on well, even though I have done girls' weekends with her and stuff like that. They asked me why she wasn't a bridesmaid. I told her that I planned on having 6, and only having my oldest friends who I have known since I was 5 and my sister. She got really angry at this, and G took her side, saying that it would help me bond with her and so on. I told some friends what happened, and they agreed with G. Am I an idiot? Edit. A lot of people have been saying she should be at the wedding party, and she is with our parents. Not an idiot. It's your wedding and your choice, but whatever you choose to do, it's going to be the foundation block of your future relationship with her, even if you've already known her for 18 months. Would be nice to make that a good start rather than a potentially bad one. You're an idiot. I think that you should have your future stepdaughter in your wedding. I believe it's a slap in the face to your fiancé to disrespect his feelings at the wedding party. I also can't imagine not discussing the wedding party plan together before any positions are offered. Your fiancé shouldn't have assumed his daughter would be your bridesmaid, but he also shouldn't have found out when you were telling his daughter she wouldn't be at the wedding. Communication is key. She could have been part of the groom's party. Is this bride asking too much, or is the groom being overly sensitive? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I an idiot for throwing away cookies given to us by my MIL? It was technically 1 cookie. Here's what happened. My husband's mother baked cookies and gave us 5 more to take home. My son ate 2 of the 5, leaving 3 cookies left. My husband ate a lot at my mother-in-law's house before we left the same day. Now I've been trying to lose baby weight from our most recent baby, and as such, we have a rule. No sweets in the house. I have a binging problem, and thus, if we do want sweets, we usually either make it from scratch or go out to get them when we want them and store them in designated areas in the house. He's free to store his snacks in his office gaming area, which isn't even on the same floor. We have multiple spots for them that aren't hard to reach. It's just not sitting out in my face all day. I also told him earlier that I was trying not to eat many cookies that day because my progress was slowing down due to us eating out a lot. I went out to shop for groceries because I wanted to make a meal plan, and my husband left the dishes for me to do when I got back. It was over an hour of grocery shopping, and I was tired and hungry when I got back. I started doing the dishes first and opened the cabinet that only stores our cups. And there's 2 damn cookies right there in front of me. I was mad because I had gone the entire day eating only 1 cookie. But the reasoning for not having sweets out in the open was clear at that moment, because I ate one quickly and was about to start on the other. But I decided to just throw it away because it was the only place of finality that meant I could not get it later and devour it. My husband came up and I explained that he put the cookie in a terrible spot and I saw it and almost ate them both. He said a good thing I didn't because he wanted the last one. And that's when I said I threw it out. He thinks I'm a jerk for tossing it. I think he was a jerk for putting it in the dumbest location possible, knowing I was going to do the dishes and see it. He literally just had to walk less than 5 steps over to the snack shelf and put it there. So am I the idiot for throwing it away? Edit. All right. Time to move on from reading comments. To those who voted me as an idiot, I get it. It's food waste. To the ones calling me an idiot for making my family suffer, fully read my post. Our house has lots of sweets and snacks. In fact, I realized we still have chocolate chip cookies frozen in our freezer. No one is suffering from an inability to indulge themselves when they want to. To those who said, not an idiot, thanks. I think everyone deals with food in their own ways. Mine was cemented in my head to be unhealthy at a young age, so here I am, unable to control myself at times. Thanks, not an idiot. I think the comments are pretty mean. If OP had a diagnosed eating disorder, would that make it okay for her to have no self-control? She does have self-control because she didn't eat the cookie and tried to create a system that would work for her needs. It was 1 cookie after everyone had already had plenty and not that big of a deal, TBH. YTA, why didn't you move it to the snack shelf for your husband? Seriously, good luck with the weight loss. If you have this little self-control, you have to be petty and throw out a home-baked cookie. Jerk move 100%. Is this wasteful and manipulative? Let me know in the comments.